So I keep reading it. What's his name? I just mentioned him. He's in the news a lot. Elon Musk. I was thinking it's a good thing he's a billionaire, because if he wasn't a billionaire, he would have been a school shooter. Don't you think? Doesn't he strike you as a guy who would have? I mean, he had two options: either billionaire or taking out his homeroom. He seems like that kind of guy. If he didn't have money, he'd be taking out a shopping mall.
He's a. He has that way. I think he has Asperger's.
He definitely does have something, right? He's definitely on the spectrum.
He talks that cold way of speaking.
I'm not a fan. His trucks suck.
It's weird. It looks like something like Lost in Space, like an old TV series.
Yeah.
But people have them. It's
I get that. How are they more expensive, those things?
Like at least $120,000.
Oh, there you go.
They don't have a. You can't see through the back. There's no mirror. You have to use the backup camera. And I think when they originally shipped, there was like 700,000 of them that didn't have working backup cameras.
Wow,
so
that's
you couldn't
nice.
see through the back.
Yeah. No wonder he's going to be in charge
Something like
of
that. Don't quote me on that.
Government inefficiency of it.
Yeah.
Cameras that didn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Years ago, it was an old joke about, and it was I think it was in the movie Anchorman 2. But someone goes, what are you doing back here? I put the truck on cruise control. And they think it's going to drive itself. There are people that think that those trucks will do that. And they go in the back or there's and like really, and I've seen videos there where someone will see a Tesla truck going down the highway. And the guy goes, look at this mother effer. And the guy's like, he's like sleeping.
Yeah, I would never get a self-driving car. Never. I don't care. I would never get in that.
A lot of commercial vehicles, like new dump trucks and stuff, have a sensor. If someone gets too close to you, it only applies the brakes. If a deer runs right, next thing you know, but what happens with a dump? It flips because it has all the weight in the back. But like this modern technology, it takes care of everything.
I don't think they're there yet, but you don't think you'd ever get into a self-driving car ever?
I would
really?
never get in. I wouldn't trust it.
wouldn't trust it.
I'd be having a heart attack. There's no driver, and we're driving down a.
My God.
Be a nervous wreck.
Yeah, what if it's a glitch or something?
Yeah, there's no way.
I'm excited. I'm
too
excited
old
to try it. I want to see it. I'm afraid seeing people drive cars, honestly. I don't
Well,
trust
yeah,
most
you
people
should be.
driving
If you've never seen me, you should be. If you've seen me coming down the road, I would recommend being afraid. I wouldn't. You'd probably save it because listen, I'm not great driving, but there's a lot of people. You ever seen any of my dad or my uncles? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I had an uncle who was a priest. And there were he was a priest, and there were legendary stories about him. He would get in the car, and he would be going the wrong way down one-way streets, and he would be taking out fences.
Jesus, take the wheel, you know? Yeah, he's
Exactly.
God is my co-pilot.
And he was a
God is my co-pilot.
He was a
and I'm
Marine.
asleep.
He was a Marine chaplain. He was over in Korea and Vietnam, but he caused more damage back here than he did when he was in the Army. Taking things. Yeah.
My father had a friend. He was a real healthy, rich, loaded guy, but he was old. And one time he left his house in Northeast Philly to go a Wawa, right? He was gone for 6 hours, and he got a phone call from the police in Boston. He got on I-95 and went north. And he had no idea how he got there.
How old was he?
Like 80, 81.
Okay, yeah, that can happen.
Right.
I had a neighbor who did that, got in his car, and somehow ended up in Allentown. And there's no idea how he got to Allentown. People had to go get him. That's scary. I'm about 6 months away from being that guy. Who they take the car keys off. I'm real close.
Comedy. Train.